With its exciting new expansion, Forza Horizon 5 is challenging players to master the muddy art of rally racing. So, to help you avoid getting lost out there in the wilderness, we've put together a comprehensive guide to completing your rally adventure. We'll be covering how the DLC works, the teams you can be part of, and what you get from them, how to grab the cars you want, and how to win the boss battles. Remember to subscribe for more guides on all things Forza, but hey, let's get going. First up, let's map out the road ahead and figure out the most efficient route towards rally superstardom. Rally Adventure features 3 distinctive teams, all of whom are determined to claim Sierra Nueva for themselves. The Horizon Raptors are masters of dirt rally, the Apex Predators are road rally experts, and no one does a night rally like the Grit Reapers. So give each of them a try to see which specialization suits you best, and then pick a team to sign up for first. Whatever team you choose, you'll be presented with 9 pages of challenges to work your way through. Complete events and earn rep to move up through the tiers, unlocking new races and missions as you go, with the promise of even more valuable rewards. Gain enough rep and you'll also gain access to the pages for the other 2 teams. Progress through all 9 tiers of a team's challenges and you'll get to take part in a boss race against the team captain. Make no mistake, these races will really test your rally skills to the limit, but you'll also snag an especially enticing reward if you win. Now, I initially took on Alejandra and her Apex Predators, which would also be your first port of call if you'd like to unlock speed zones and traps, as well as a pair of tasty trucks, the RJ Anderson No. 37 RZR Pro 4 and the Jimco No. 240 Fastball. And you know what? To Ale's credit, she threw a couple of races my way that had me tearing my hair out, namely the Devil's Pass and the Narrows tracks. These are true tests of your ability to weave in quick succession through multiple short to medium turns. It will be necessary to win all of her races to unlock the boss battle race, but if you can manage it, you'll probably have no trouble taking her down in the Apex Predators finale. Raptors boss Alex, on the other hand, was fiendishly tricky to beat in his boss battle. If I'm being honest, the only way I managed it was to immediately ram him into the sidewall on the starting line. Yeah, bit naughty, but needs must. Along the way, I picked up 4 more major rewards from the Horizon Raptors challenges by way of the VW Scumbug, the Casey Curry Trophy Jeep, and Alumni Craft Trick Truck, and finally the Polaris RZR Pro XP for my slightly questionable win against Alex. Last but definitely not least, we have Rami and his Grit Reapers. These guys are all about nighttime races and the fine art of drift zones, which are all really manageable thanks to the vast array of Formula Drift cars available these days. The races, on the other hand, are the toughest that this expansion has to offer. First of all, it's nighttime, in case you forgot, so visibility is low. Add in the kicked up dust from your helicopter co-driver and it's just a recipe for disaster. My advice, be brave. Races like Switchback Run and Joya Marron throw multiple hairpins at you and often feature cliffside straights that can catch you out if you take a crest too haphazardly. If you're stuck for ideas on cars that can all but guarantee you the win across the expansion, we'll cover some of the options in just a sec, but first, let's talk endgame. Take down all 3 captains and a Goliath race will be the only thing standing between you and the Rally Champion crown. And hey, Goliath got taken out of the game by a pebble, so how hard can a race named after him really be? Turns out, pretty hard. There are also some general things to keep in mind to improve your rally game no matter what event you're taking on. Firstly, selecting the right car is always going to help. Personal preference comes into play here, but you just can't go wrong with the Porsche 911 GT3 RS Forza Edition 2019, the Ford No. 4 Ford Focus RS 2001, or the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 9 MR 2006. The Porsche in particular was a real workhorse for me throughout all of the new content. This thing can drift, it can tackle speed zones, danger signs, and is especially deadly on the more asphalt-centric rally tracks. Once I tuned it up to S2 and fitted it with anti-lag, more on that in a second, it was near unstoppable. I dare say it's foolproof, so here's the setup I used to wipe the competition out. For something more traditional, that Ford Focus RS is like cauliflower on Christmas Day. Or not, depending on your viewpoint. The car is emblazoned with a livery that any true rally fanatic will recognise, and thanks to a few cheap upgrades, becomes a perfectly viable contender for rally glory. It can be slightly slippy coming out of some harsher corners, especially on sand or gravel, but will still serve you well for the majority of rally adventure. Plus, you unlock it straight away. Wicked. The Lancer. Well, I'll be honest, I just think it looks brilliant. Let's take a moment to drink it in. Moving on. In any race, you should definitely look to take advantage of the two big additions to Forza Horizon 5 that come with the latest expansion: launch control and anti-lag. Launch control is easy because it's turned on by default for races and basically guarantees you a perfect start. While you're sitting on the starting line, just hold down your handbrake and the throttle to rev your engine, and launch control will automatically calculate how many revs you need to hit that sweet spot, taking into account both your car specs and the road surface to send you surging forward as straight and smooth as possible. Just hold accelerate right down until the LC on the speedometer goes up, and it's working. Anti-lag is a new system that can be added to any car that features a turbo, and it's designed to keep your engine primed with excess fuel, even when it isn't going to be using it, to let the turbocharger spool up quicker and provide you with even greater acceleration, especially coming out of corners. Plus, it sounds brilliant, adding all sorts of deeply satisfying pops and bangs to your audio experience. Alright, the other big change for Rally Adventure is the shift away from using driving and braking lines to navigating the course, relying on your co-driver to holler out commands instead. However, you might want to switch back to the traditional Horizon race mode first, just while you get to grips with the new tracks. Once you've made the switch to Horizon Rally, however, try to get in the habit of glancing at your GPS regularly so you've got a bit of an idea at least of the roads ahead even before your co-driver's instructions come in. Relying on them as a guide and racing like a proper rally driver makes for a super fun and rewarding experience, but if you just can't get used to it, then don't worry, you can always go into the difficulty menu and switch your braking and driving lines back on. It makes absolutely no difference to the amount of CR you earn for each event, so choice is completely up to you. The road to Rally Champion was never gonna be an easy one, but with these tips to help you along the way, we reckon you'll make it through even the rockiest stretches. Got some rally wisdom of your own? Feel free to share it down in the comments. And for more sagely Xbox advice, don't forget to subscribe or ring that bell. Bye!